our next guest. He says he will never be able to support Donald Trump. Former Congressman Ron Paul is with us, a favorite guest. Ron, welcome back to the program. The audience loves you. You know that, don't you?
Stuart, nice to be with you again.
Okay. Now, I introduced you by saying you're the guy who can never support Donald Trump no matter what. But I put it to you, you're an outsider, very much an outsider. Donald Trump is very much an outsider. Can't you get together with your fellow outsider, Donald Trump, on anything?
See, I don't believe Trump is that much of an outsider. You know, personality-wise and everything he says, he wants to be an outsider because he's shrewd and he's smart. He knows how to appeal to the people who are unhappy. But when it comes to, say, troops in the Middle East, he's not an outsider. He's more hawkish than the insiders. He wants 30,000 troops over there. So he's not ready to close down the Fed and these sorts of things that many of the libertarians are in favor of, and the outsiders really want. So I would say that he's done a very good job in fooling a lot of people that he's completely on the outside. But he's been able to take two positions on every issue. I think he's going to have a meeting today and a speech.
Yep, he is.
And most of the time when he does that, he takes two positions. Maybe today he won't, but if you look back, I'll bet he'll say something today that contradicts something he has said a week or two ago. So
is Ted Cruz your guy?
No, I think, as a matter of fact, he's more honest with his militarism. Trump is a militaristic person, but he's a little more cautious. He's able to appeal to the peace segment as well as the warmongering section. But Cruz is strictly send in the troops and carpet bomb anybody who sneezes at us. So no, he's easy to figure out, and he's upfront about his militarism.
But someone who feels like you feel has only a libertarian candidate to back, no Republican candidate to support, and I'm sure you've obviously heard this before, but a libertarian candidate is not going to win. It's a protest vote, and in voting for a libertarian, essentially you're giving a vote to Hillary Clinton. You've heard this before.
Yeah. But if we have either one of the, Republican or Democratic, the people lose. Nobody wins on this because they continue the same process of big government and spending and militarism and lack of privacy. It's just different flavors of it, different management style. So we always win if we present our case and we invite people in to start thinking about what true liberty is all about. We're in for the long term, and we also realize that elections aren't all that important. It takes a long time to...
Ron, look, if Hillary Clinton wins, I'm going to be paying more tax, you're going to be paying more tax, there's going to be much more government, there's going to be much more giveaways. That's not a win for the people, that's a flat-out loss.
No, but it's a loss if that happens. But, Republicans are in charge of the Senate and the House, and you automatically say, oh, they're worthless. They won't do anything. How can she raise taxes without the Republicans in the House and the Senate? So it takes more than Hillary. Every time she says something doesn't mean that it's going to happen. And I think that she has very, a whole lot of bad ideas. But I think she's really very inept. I think Republicans in the House and Senate will curtail her. I don't think there will be any curtailing of Donald Trump as president because he controls the media, he controls everybody, and he controls the sentiment. So I think he's going to be the one that will resort to using executive orders much more so than Obama ever used them.
That's interesting. So, Ron, you're always interesting. No matter what, you are interesting. And the audience absolutely loves you. I know they do. Ron Paul, everyone, thanks very much for being with us, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.